Okay, so for another episode of the Mochi Tapes, we're going back into the box.
Back into the cabin, Girdwood, Alaska.
And we're pulling out another cassette. Let's set the scene. It's early. And I mean, the kind of early where the coffee hasn't even hit your bloodstream yet.
Right. It's dark.
It's just past 6:00 a.m. And it's not just dark, it's, pitch black.
Yeah.
And it is raining.
And this is that specific Alaska rain, right? Not just a drizzle. He describes it.
He does. He has this incredibly poetic, almost oppressive way of describing it. This is the tape from Wednesday, October 22nd, 1997.
And Mochi, the host we're listening to, he calls himself the Morning Pebble.
The morning pebble, or the embryo of the morning. I mean, it's just such a perfect Mochiism. It captures that feeling of being not quite formed yet,
Totally. And the weather. The weather is a character. He says there's a big old gray whale overhead, just misting down on the whole valley.
I love that image. You can just feel the weight of those clouds, that sort of belly of the whale scraping the mountaintops.
It perfectly sets the tone for what turns out to be a really, a very philosophical and very dense broadcast. This isn't just a random morning playlist.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Some of the other tapes we've listened to feel more like he's just jamming, reading a story, playing some tracks. This one feels different.
This one has a mission.
It has a mission.
Yeah.
There is a real architectural structure to what he's building here with the ideas.
Absolutely. If you really listen to how the music progresses and the spoken word bits and the astrological readings, a theme just crystallizes.
And that theme is polarity.
Polarity. And it's so important to get what he means by that, because when we hear that word today, we immediately think conflict, polarization.
Us versus them. Division.
Exactly. But Mochi is approaching this from a metaphysical angle. He's making the case that polarity isn't a bug in the system. It's a feature. It's a necessary function of existence.
And he pairs that with another idea.
The open vessel. The whole broadcast is basically an instruction manual on how to hold two opposing ideas in your head at the same time without, losing your mind.
Which, let's be honest, is a skill we could all use a little more of right now.
Oh, absolutely. So the main elements he weaves together are, first, a deep dive into the Mayan calendar, specifically the day of 2 Eb.
Then he gets into a really complex reading of the Sabian symbols.
Right, because it's a transition day. They're moving from Libra into Scorpio, so it's a powerful cusp.
And there's a very poignant, very communal tribute to John Denver,
who had just died about 10 days before this. The grief was still very fresh.
And in the middle of all of this sacred, esoteric stuff...
Cockroaches.
Cockroaches in soup.
You cannot forget the cockroaches. It's the Utah Phillips segment, and it's kind of the key that unlocks the whole thing.
It really is. It's the glue holding the philosophy together.
Okay.
So let's start where Mochi starts. He anchors everyone in time. He gives the date we all know, October 22nd. But then he immediately pivots.
He pivots to the Mayan date, which for him is the real user manual for the day, 2 Eb.
Okay, so let's unpack that. 2 Eb. The number comes first. The 2.
The 2 is the lunar tone. And in this Mayan system, each tone poses a question for the day. And the question for the lunar tone is, what is the challenge?
What is the challenge? So the universe is basically asking you first thing in the morning, what are you up against today?
Pretty much. And the tone itself provides the answer, or at least the method. And the method is polarize it.
Okay, there's that word again. Polarize it. And again, my mind goes straight to conflict, to choosing a side. But that's not what he's saying here.
Not even close. In this context, to polarize something isn't to create a fight. It's to reveal its full dimension. Mochi explains that the lunar tone is about looking at all sides of the situation, the upside and the downside.
Without judgment.
That's the key phrase, without judgment. He says each view provides you with greater clarity and understanding of its opposite.
So the goal isn't to declare a winner.
No. The goal is to stabilize the challenge. You stabilize it by seeing both sides as equally valid parts of a larger whole. You bring them into cooperation.
It's like standing on a seesaw. You can't just stare at your own feet or you'll tip over.
Yeah.
You have to be aware of the other person on the other end to find that balance point in the middle.
That is a perfect analogy, and that need for balance leads us right into the glyph of the day, which is Eb.
Eb, the yellow lunar human.
The human. And the symbolism here is, well, it's really beautiful. Mochi describes Eb as the open vessel, the chalice, a symbol of abundance.
And the core quality of Eb, the human, is free will.
free will, the power to actually influence the outcome of your desires. It's about being an active participant, not just a spectator.
So he gives this very specific instruction to his listeners, and you have to remember it's 6 in the morning. People are half asleep in the dark with their coffee.
And he's telling them to visualize the golden chalice of ebb. He's leading them in a meditation, basically.
He asks them to become an open vessel by clearing out old energies. Specifically, he names 3.
Lack, separation, and fear.
Release issues of lack, separation, and fear. I mean, that is a heavy assignment for a Wednesday morning before sunrise.
It is a huge ask. But the promise behind it is that if you can do that, if you can clear out that old gunk from the vessel, you can then receive what he called the expanded energies of higher mind.
It's about making space. You can't fill a cup that's already full of, old, stagnant water.
You have to empty it first. And what I love and what makes these tapes so compelling is how he doesn't just leave it as an abstract concept. He uses the music to physically demonstrate it.
He doesn't just say, hey, think about duality. He makes you listen to it. He creates what he calls a sonic waking state.
A sonic waking state. I love that phrase.
Okay, let's talk about that first big musical choice, that Prodigy track, Poison.
Yes. The Prodigy.
Yeah.
At 6 a.m. in 1997.
I mean, can you imagine you're listening to this gentle cosmic reading about golden chalices and higher mind, and then suddenly, bam, these huge, heavy breakbeats just smash through the speakers, aggressive, loud.
And the lyrics. I got the poison, I got the remedy.
It's the whole lesson in one line.
It is a literal sonic representation of the lunar tone. Poison and remedy. The problem and the solution. The upside, the downside. He's not choosing one. The song presents both simultaneously, contained in the same package.
It's the seesaw again. He's just put both sides on the turntable.
He really has. It's binary. It's aggressive. It's designed to jolt you awake and present you with the challenge in no uncertain terms. And then later in the set, he plays another track that explores this.
The one with the lyrics, treat your life like a tragedy. Choose to crucify yourself.
No place like home tragedy.
Yes, and that song really leans into the darker side of the polarity Mochi is asking us to observe. It's acknowledging that suffering or, viewing your life as a tragedy, that's a choice.
It's an exercise of free will, the dark side of the ebglyph.
Precisely. You have this power, this free will. You can use it to create abundance and fill your chalice with light, or you can use it to crucify yourself. The power works both ways. And he's not flinching from that. He's not saying, oh, only think positive thoughts. He's putting the darkness right there on the table next to the golden chalice.
Which is the only way to truly stabilize the challenge. You have to look at the tragedy to really understand what the remedy is. If you ignore the poison, the remedy has no context. It's useless.
Okay, so speaking of, of looking at things in a completely different way, we have to talk about Utah Phillips.
Oh, we absolutely have to. This segment is the heart of what Mochi calls creative action.
It seems to come out of absolutely nowhere in the broadcast, and yet it ends up fitting so perfectly with everything he's been talking about.
It does. Mochi just drops the needle on this long, rambling, spoken word piece by the folk singer and storyteller Utah Phillips. And it is, it's hilarious on the surface.
But underneath, it's deeply, deeply subversive.
It is pure trickster energy. Utah Phillips is telling these stories about things he carries in his pocket specifically to mess with people, to disrupt the status quo.
He starts with the tramproach.
The tramproach, which is, as he explains, a rubber cockroach given to him by a man named Fry Pan Jack.
Fry Pan Jack. You cannot make these names up. It sounds like something out of a Tom Waits song.
It really does. And the story behind the tramproach is just genius in its practicality. He says, if you're a tramp, you're poor, you're hungry, you go into a restaurant, you order a bowl of soup.
You put the roach in the soup.
You put the roach in the soup, you eat down to it, and then you cause a huge scene. A cockroach in my soup. And you storm out in this cloud of righteous indignation.
And you don't have to pay. It's a survival tactic.
It's pure survival. But then he takes it a step further. It's not just about survival. It's about introducing chaos for the sake of it. He says, can you imagine what you could do with that in the lunchroom? Just putting it in a Jell-O mold at school to confuse the teachers?
Just to disrupt the order. To see what happens.
Exactly. And then he tells another story about these dice he carried.
The gypsy fortune-telling dice.
Which, of course, are completely blank.
They have no spots.
No spots whatsoever. He says he carries them for people he doesn't like. He calls it his low social cholesterol diet. No more fatheads.
That's amazing.
So when he meets someone he just can't stand, he offers to tell their fortune. He makes a big show of it, rolls the blank dice, looks at them with a very grave expression, and says,
God, I hate to tell you this, but you don't have a fortune.
"Can you imagine? It's just devastating. It's existential dread delivered with a punchline."
It is so brutal. But there's a point to it, right?
There is. And the final story he tells makes that point crystal clear. It's the story about being in the grocery store. He's in a Grand Union supermarket with his daughter, Morgan, and an elderly woman named Miss Brownell.
And there's a kid having a meltdown.
A kid in a shopping cart just screaming. The parents are stressed. The checkout clerk is stressed. The whole line is tense. The air is just thick with irritation.
And what does Utah Phillips do?
He reaches into his pocket, pulls out a red clown nose, and puts it on.
Of course he does.
And he makes a face, and the kid stops crying and starts laughing. And then the parents start laughing, and the whole tension in the line just breaks. It dissolves.
But his daughter is mortified.
His 11-year-old daughter is just dying of embarrassment, and she punches him in the arm and says, "Why can't you be normal?"
And this is the pivot, the punchline of the whole piece. The elderly woman, Ms. Reguero, turns around.
And she raps the daughter on the shin with her cane.
She hits her with a cane.
And she leans down and says, "He is normal. What you meant to say is average."
He is normal. What you meant to say is average. Wow, that lands like a ton of bricks.
It really does. And Phillips uses that to explain his whole philosophy. He says you have to mess with people day and night. You have to disrupt them.
Otherwise, they sink into what he calls a cryonic torpor.
Cryonic torpor, like they're cryogenically frozen, they're numb, they're just sleepwalking through their lives following the script of being average.
And he sees himself as the agent of disruption. The person who jolts them awake with a rubber roach or a clown nose.
So the big question is, how does this long, funny story connect back to Mochi's theme for the day, the Mayan glyph Ebb?
Right. How does this fit?
It is the ultimate expression of the yellow lunar human. It is creative action in its purest form. Remember, the core of Ebb is using free will to influence an outcome. Utah Phillips refuses to be a passive victim of a tense situation in a grocery store.
He actively chooses to change the energy.
He uses his free will to ripen the idea, as Mochi would say. He breaks the average patterns of behavior. He's literally polarizing the situation. He introduces the poison of social awkwardness.
To provide the remedy of waking people up from their torpor. It's the same pattern as the Prodigy song.
Exactly the same pattern. He's the trickster god of this broadcast. He embodies that chaotic, creative energy that prevents the open vessel from just becoming a stagnant pond.
So Mochi is using a folk singer's comedy routine to teach high-level metaphysics.
And that is the absolute magic of the Mochi tapes. He seamlessly blends high culture and low culture, the sacred and the profane, all of it mixed together in the same pot, in the same chalice.
Okay, so from that trickster energy, we move into the astrology section, the Sabian symbols. And this is a really specific, really potent part of the tape.
It is, because Mochi has caught this broadcast right on a cusp. The sun is moving, it's leaving the very last degree of Libra and entering the very first degrees of Scorpio.
And those transition points are always powerful, right?
Always. He spends a lot of time on these symbols. He starts with the final degree of Libra, Libra 30, and the symbol is 3 mounds of knowledge on a philosopher's head.
3 mounds of knowledge. That sounds heavy.
It does. But Mochi makes a really important distinction here. He says a true philosopher isn't just someone who has a lot of information. A true philosopher is someone who understands life through direct experience.
So it's the difference between knowledge and wisdom.
Exactly. He says knowledge alone can be empty and destructive. Wisdom is knowledge that's been integrated, that's been lived.
And that sounds like he's talking about Utah Phillips again.
It fits perfectly, doesn't it? Phillips isn't teaching from a textbook. He's teaching through the lived experience of the cockroach in the soup and the clown nose in the grocery store. He has wisdom, not just knowledge.
So we leave the philosopher behind in Libra, and we cross the threshold into Scorpio. Mochi calls this transition the 15th scene, communion.
Communion, a very Scorpio word. And the symbols for these first few degrees of Scorpio are just fascinating. Scorpio 1 is a crowded sightseeing bus.
A sightseeing bus? I mean, that sounds so mundane, so normal, or I guess average.
It does seem mundane on the surface, but think about the metaphor. What is a sightseeing bus? It's a group of total strangers from all different walks of life, all crammed into the same vehicle.
And they're all looking out the windows at the same world, but seeing it from their own perspective.
Exactly. Mochi calls it communion in a new awareness of the whole. We are all on the bus together, whether we like it or not.
And he connects this to a song.
He does. He links this directly to a song called Downtown Sally. It's a track about these two figures from a place he calls Satna, which is probably a local nickname for Tarkitna or Seldovia. It's a bit unclear.
And the characters are a bag lady and Downtown Sally.
And then he adds, who was a guy.
Downtown Sally was a guy.
Right. So these are marginalized people, outsiders, people who average society might ignore or look down on. But on the sightseeing bus of Scorpio, in the state of communion, they're part of the fabric. They're part of the whole.
It's that no judgment instruction from the 2eb reading again. See all sides. See all the passengers on the bus.
Then we get to Scorpio's second degree, which I think is one of the most poignant and beautiful symbols he reads in this whole tape. A delicate bottle of perfume lies broken, releasing its fragrance.
Ooh. Yeah, that's really evocative. You can almost smell it.
You can. And Mochi's analysis of this is that it's a symbol of necessary sacrifice. He says, to reach a new realm of experience, the fragrance, the form, the bottle must be destroyed.
You have to break the container to let the spirit out.
Yes. It's about the difficulty of letting go of the past as you enter a new phase. You can't keep the perfume safely sealed in the bottle if you actually want to experience its scent. The form has to be surrendered.
That feels like a very direct connection to the John Denver tribute, which is a huge part of this broadcast.
It's an absolutely direct connection. John Denver had died in that experimental plane crash just over 10 days before this tape was recorded. The bottle was shattered.
And the fragrance, his music, his legacy was being released.
In the form of his music, the memories, and in the way the community was coming together to mourn and celebrate him.
Let's talk about that tribute. Mochi mentions he had put out a call to the entire town of Girdwood.
He did. He asked people to bring their John Denver tapes, their CDs, their vinyl records, anything they had, down to the station.
Which is such a perfect example of another Sabian symbol who reads, isn't it?
Scorpio, third degree. A house-raising party. It's the community coming together, neighbors participating in a common enterprise. In this case, the enterprise is communal grief and celebration.
So the town rallies. And Mochi plays this recording. It's not a studio album. It's from a local place.
From Max's, which we have to assume is a local bar or music venue in Girdwood. It's a recording of a local group, the Photon Band, playing on the previous Saturday night.
And they're covering John Denver. They're playing poems, prayers, and promises.
And I love that Mochi chose to play a local live cover instead of the original record. It makes the grief so immediate, so specific to that place. You can hear the room. You can feel the shared loss of that town.
And the lyrics, in that context, just take on this incredible weight. How sweet it is to love someone. It turns me on to think of growing old.
That line, to think of growing old. And John Denver didn't get to. He was only 53.
And that irony, that tragedy, it just hangs in the air of that recording. But it's also a celebration. It's people singing together.
It is. It's that polarity again. It's mourning the loss of the bottle, but it's also celebrating the release of the fragrance.
And then Mochi does something really interesting. He doesn't stop there. He plays another cover.
Yes. He plays Leaving on a Jet Plane. But it's not the version people might expect. Not the Peter, Paul, and Mary hit. Not John Denver's gentle acoustic original.
No. He plays a version by a band called Drivin' and Cryin'.
And this version is, well, it's not a folk song anymore.
Not at all. It's gritty, it's southern rock, it's alternative, it's got distorted electric guitars, it's heavy.
So why do you think he chose that specific abrasive version?
I think it goes right back to the central theme of the day, polarity. Polarize the challenge. He takes this gentle, nostalgic, sweet folk song, The Upside, and he looks at it through this harder, louder, grittier lens. The downside, or at least the more complicated side.
He's polarizing the tribute itself.
He is. He's refusing to let it be purely sentimental. He's adding some edge, some anger, some complexity to the grief.
Which I think makes it more honest. It stabilizes the emotion. When someone dies tragically, it's not all just sweetness and light. There is a roughness to it. And that version of the song acknowledges the grit.
Speaking of grit and grounding, throughout this entire cosmic journey, Mochi keeps dropping in these very mundane, real-world announcements. And I find them so charming and so important.
They're the anchor. They keep the whole broadcast from just floating away into the ether. We're in the middle of Mayan glyphs and broken perfume bottles, and then suddenly, bam, there's a potluck.
A potluck at the Challenge Alaska building. Thursday, October 23rd at 6:30, near Chair 3. It's so specific.
Food, fun, and volunteer recruitment for the upcoming ski season. It's just so deeply rooted in the reality of life in a small ski town. People need to eat. The resort needs volunteers.
And then there's the drama with the station's tech.
The infamous R2D2, the CD changer.
Apparently, their massive 200-disc CD changer has broken down.
It was gobbling our discs, is how Mochi puts it. It was eating the CDs, so they're hobbled. They're down to a mere 60 disc capacity.
The horror. Only 60 discs to choose from.
It sounds funny now, but for a radio station back then, that's a huge problem. And it highlights the fragility of the whole operation. This is a pirate station. Things break. They're held together with, duct tape and volunteers.
And he lists the DJ lineup. It's this incredible mix. Swan, LKM, playing lots of cool music, Bluegrass Carl.
Josh Gibbs coming in to play an hour of Frank Zappa, and then Metal Shop with Jeff until 1 in the morning.
It's the crowded sightseeing bus all over again, isn't it? You've got bluegrass, metal, Zappa, electronica, all these different sonic passengers sharing the same frequency.
And he makes an open call. He says, Colin is coming in to be trained as a new DJ.
The house-raising party. The community is literally building the station, keeping it on the air one volunteer at a time. Mochi isn't just preaching about cooperation from on high. He is living it. He's actively asking for help. Give me a call if you want to be a DJ.
It totally grounds the esoteric readings. The open vessel isn't just some spiritual concept. It's the radio station itself. It's this empty chalice waiting to be filled with new voices, new music, new volunteers.
And, the fact that the CD changer is broken actually kind of fits the 2-ep theme. It's a challenge. What do?
You polarize it. The problem is the machine is broken. The solution is you adapt, you use the 60 discs you have, you rely on vinyl, you ask for help, you stabilize the challenge.
So as we move toward the end of the tape, the music choices he makes seem to get more and more pointed. They really start to synthesize.
Rooted in the reality of life in a small ski town. People need to eat, the resort needs volunteers.
And then there's the drama with the station's tech.
The infamous R2D2, the CD changer.
Apparently, their massive 200-disc CD changer has broken down.
It was gobbling our discs, is how Mochi puts it. It was eating the CDs, so they're hobbled. They're down to a mere 60 disc capacity.
The horror. Only 60 discs to choose from.
It sounds funny now, but for a radio station back then, that's a huge problem. And it highlights the fragility of the whole operation. This is a pirate station. Things break. They're held together with, duct tape and volunteers.
And he lists the DJ lineup. It's this incredible mix. Swan, LKM, playing lots of cool music, Bluegrass Carl.
Josh Gibbs coming in to play an hour of Frank Zappa, and then Metal Shop with Jeff until 1 in the morning.
It's the crowded sightseeing bus all over again, isn't it? You've got bluegrass, metal, Zappa, electronica, all these different sonic passengers sharing the same frequency.
And he makes an open call. He says, Colin is coming in to be trained as a new DJ.
The house-raising party. The community is literally building the station, keeping it on the air one volunteer at a time. Mochi isn't just preaching about cooperation from on high. He is living it. He's actively asking for help. Give me a call if you want to be a DJ.
It totally grounds the esoteric readings. The open vessel isn't just some spiritual concept. It's the radio station itself. It's this empty chalice waiting to be filled with new voices, new music, new volunteers.
And, the fact that the CD changer is broken actually kind of fits the 2-ep theme. It's a challenge. What do?
You polarize it. The problem is the machine is broken. The solution is you adapt, you use the 60 discs you have, you rely on vinyl, you ask for help, you stabilize the challenge.
So as we move toward the end of the tape, the music choices he makes seem to get more and more pointed. They really start to synthesize all these different threads.
He plays a song by a band called Forest Folk. The track is Rose-Colored Glasses.
And the lyrics are surprisingly direct. Social warfare. Why can't we all just be brothers?
It connects so clearly to that Sabian symbol for Scorpio 4th degree. A youth carries a lighted candle, searching for new values that may better serve the community.
The song literally talks about the polarity between social warfare and a world of sunshine and butterflies. It's the tension of the day laid bare in a folk song.
And then he plays that really strange, surreal song, Sebastian's Place.
Oh, that one is a trip. The lyrics are just bizarre. They're deconstructing all these major religious figures.
Adam and Eve, poor Noah building in the backyard. Mary forgetting she got laid.
It's so irreverent, it's almost blasphemous.
It is, but think about it in the context of the yellow lemur human. The theme of the day is the human. This song brings the divine down to a messy, forgetful, broke human level. It's saying even these sacred figures were just people struggling with bills and building projects in the yard.
It's like the broken perfume bottle again. It's breaking the rigid, sacred form of religion to get to the very human fragrance inside.
And then, as he's closing out his set, he brings the emotion right back to the forefront. He plays True Colors and I'll Stand By You.
Not sure if it's Cyndi Lauper or Bjork or another cover, but the sentiment is there. And the Pretenders.
And those lyrics. True colors fly in blue and black, and I'll stand by you. This is the essence of Scorpio communion. It's about intimacy. It's about fierce loyalty. It's about saying, I see your dark side, I see your blue and black, and I'm not going anywhere.
Which brings us full circle, right back to the mission of the tape. To see the whole polarity, the good and the bad, the light and the dark, without judgment. To see the true colors and not turn away.
Mochi really, really stuck the landing on this broadcast. It's a masterclass in thematic programming.
And he signs off with this classic name for that time of day.
The embryo of the morning.
He mentions the transition of the day itself, that the dark, gray wail of the morning is finally starting to lift. The sun is coming up, even if it's still hidden by the mist.
He's guided the listener. He's taken them from that pre-dawn, dreamlike state and walked them into the waking world, armed with this new perspective. He polarized the challenge of a new day and stabilized it.
So when you look back at this one tape, this single broadcast from October 22nd, 1997, what's the big takeaway? What did he really achieve here?
I think he achieved a kind of alchemy. He took what could have been just a dreary, gray, rainy Wednesday morning, a time when it would be so easy to feel depressed or isolated or fall into that cryonic torpor.
And he transformed it. He turned it into a ritual.
A ritual of the open vessel. Yes. By mixing the sacred, the Mayan prayers, the Sabian symbols, the John Denver tribute with the profane, the rubber cockroaches, the broken CD changer, the stories of Downtown Sally, he created a broadcast that could hold the entire messy, contradictory human experience.
He didn't try to make it just happy or positive. He made it full.
He filled the chalice with everything, and he invited every single listener to do the same thing in their own lives, to clear out the fear, to clear out the sense of lack, and just be open to whatever the day brings, poison or remedy.
It's a profound message to be broadcasting from a tiny pirate radio station in a remote cabin in Alaska.
It is. It's this powerful reminder that we all have that free will, that ebb quality. We all get to choose how we tune our own internal radio station every single morning. Are we going to play the tragedy on repeat? Or are we going to look for the remedy?
That is the question, isn't it?
It is. And here's a final thought for you to chew on, something that Mochi brought up with that last Sabian symbol he read, Scorpio 5th degree.
What's that one?
The symbol is a massive rocky shore resists the pounding of the sea.
Okay.
Think about the station itself. 88.5 Glacier City Radio. It was a pirate station. It was, by definition, unauthorized. It was resisting the endless pounding sea of regulated commercial average media.
It was the Rocky Shore.
It was the Rocky Shore. It was holding its ground in that valley, creating the small, stable space where these wild, unchecked, beautiful ideas could flourish. A little lighthouse, as you said, in the mist.
A lighthouse in the mist.
And even though the station is gone now and that cabin is probably quiet and the big gray whale has moved on, the tape is still here. The signal, in a way, is still propagating through time.
The fragrance was released from the broken bottle.
And we are still smelling it today.
So visualize the golden chalice, everyone.
Here.
Be the open vessel. And maybe, just maybe, keep a rubber cockroach in your pocket.
You never know when you might need it.
Mess with people, day and night. Thanks for joining us for this playback. We'll see you for the next one.
It's just after 6 a.m. You're listening to 88.5. You're with Mochi, the Morning Pebble. bringing you into the waking state from your dreams.
from Soldotna, you guys, and down in Soldotna there's only, in all the years that I lived there's only one bag lady, and she died when I was a kid, and now there's like one other bag lady. And so this is a song about the two.
That might not be a lady.
Yeah, that might not. The second one isn't exactly a lady, but this is about those two people. Downtown Sally walk around at night, singing opera so loud and gay. And Lady Lou, she'd steal my food, even though she graduated from Yale. 'Cause downtown Sally was a guy. Downtown Sally makes me cry. And Lady Lou, she taught me how to walk, and Sally, she taught me how. Downtown Sally taught me how to talk, and Lady Lou taught me how to dance. 'Cause downtown Sally was a guy. And downtown Sally makes me cry. And Lady Lou, she taught me how to walk. Downtown Sally taught me how to talk. Now Lady Lou, she'd stand in the parking lot, just a thinking she'd a car placed upon in its slots. Downtown Sally was a guy, and Sally made me. Downtown Sally made me cry, and Sally made me cry. And downtown Sally, her daddy died, and downtown Sally, her mommy died, and downtown Sally, her best friend Lady lives. And downtown Sally, her grandma's died, and downtown Sally, her grandma's died, and downtown Sally, her best friend Lady lives. And downtown Sally, her puppies died, and downtown Sally, her kitties died, and downtown Sally, her kids died, and downtown Sally, her cousins died, and downtown Sally, her puppies died, and downtown Sally, her kitties died, and downtown Sally was a guy. Downtown Sally was a guy, and Sally made me, and downtown Sally made me cry, and Sally made me cry.
You're listening to 88.5. That was Forest Folk, recorded live at Max's on Sunday night. It's 6:15 right now on a Wednesday morning, October 22nd. 22 on the Gregorian calendar is the number that comes after 21 and right before 23. On the Mayan sacred calendar, today is 2 Eb, yellow lunar human. 2 is the lunar tone. What is the challenge? Polarize it. The lunar tone helps us to look at all sides of the situation, the upside and the downside. See these polarities without judgment, for each has its contribution. Each view provides you with greater clarity and understanding of its opposite. Then stabilize the challenge by seeing both sides equally, bringing them into a state of cooperation and relationship. Ebb is the Mayan glyph of the human. Its creative action ripens the idea by employing the use of free will to influence it. Its qualities are open vessel, chalice, and abundance. Ebb is the power of free will, which is to influence. Utilizing your free will, you have the ability to influence the outcome of your desires. Visualize the golden chalice of Ebb and become this open vessel by clearing out old energies and thought patterns. Release issues of lack, separation, and fear. Then you will be able to receive the flow of expanded energies of higher mind. This new wisdom provides the knowing that quickens the manifestation of your desires, creating the harvest, the cornucopia of abundance.
कहा जो उसने, कासिद कहा जो उसने बताना, सही सही कासिद कहा जो उसने बताना, सही
You're listening to 88.5 with Mochi the Morning Pebble, rippling the morning with his oral vibrations. It is 6:40 right now, 20 minutes before 7. Today is October 22nd, a Wednesday. The sun today is in Libra, the 30th degree, the last degree in Libra, and in the 14th scene reconstruction. The Sabian symbol for Libra 30th degree is 3 mounds of knowledge on a philosopher's head. A true philosopher is one who understands, not merely knows, the processes of life as they are experienced. This is wisdom, for although there must be knowledge before understanding, knowledge alone can be both empty and destructive of wisdom. 3 indicates a state of completion, as understanding and wisdom develop in terms of the life of the community and through experience derived from relationships. Wisdom is rooted in the nature of humanity, but culture shapes, either nourishing or devouring. Tomorrow the sun moves into Scorpio, and we begin the 15th scene in the yearly drama of growth and transformation, communion. The Sabian symbol for Scorpio first degree is a crowded sightseeing bus on a city street. Individuals arriving from a variety of places and backgrounds commune in new awareness of a greater whole of human existence. What began in Libra is given substantiation in Scorpio. The Sabian symbol for Friday, Scorpio second degree, is a delicate bottle of perfume lies broken, releasing its fragrance. A greater realization usually demands the sacrifice of something cherished on a lesser level of living. This symbol reveals the difficulty of dealing with the past as one enters a new realm of experience. The third symbol, for Saturday, Scorpio third degree, and thus the actional level of the scene communion, is a house-raising party in a small village and enlists the neighbors' cooperation. Feeling becomes activity. Newcomers and their neighbors participating in a common enterprise develop togetherness and an expanded social consciousness. The Sabian symbol for Sunday, Scorpio 4th degree, a youth carries a lighted candle in a devotional ritual, reveals the technique by which our minds and feelings are formed by participation in collective rituals of commonly accepted values and ideas. Values taken for granted until the day we choose to assert our individuality and search for new values that may better serve the community. The fifth and final symbol in the first level of the scene communion is for Monday, Scorpio 5th degree. A massive rocky shore resists the pounding of the sea. Once a culture has solidified its beliefs and tradition, change comes slowly. Strength and stability are necessary factors in the social life of man until new horizons beckon.
I brought my daughter, Morrigan Bell. She was 11 years old. Brought her back east during the summer. We traveled around a good bit here and there. And again, it was the sort of thing where she had never traveled with me at all. It was quite different. She's quiet, lighthearted, but she doesn't need to be entertained all the time. She can really take care of herself. I wanted her to particularly meet her godmother, Dorothea Brownell, in Saratoga Springs, who she and Harriet, her sister, elegant Victorian women, befriended me many years ago in Saratoga and always gave me a place to stay. They were antiquarians of the first order, antique women of the first order. And it was delightful going to Greenwich, Connecticut, while Dorothea was in the country because they had to give up the big house when Harriet died. But looking out the window, seeing Dorothea, who was 83, and Morrigan, my daughter, on the bench there, and watched Dorothea start teaching her how to make lace. She's a wonderful artist and makes beautiful lace. Well, Dorothea's in the hospital right now. I'm going to visit her on Wednesday before I go over to Amherst, to the Pioneer Valley. A fine teacher. Now you see, I'm a constant source of embarrassment to my daughter. Why are teenage kids so conservative? I don't do that to them. We don't do that to them, do we? I mean, what? I act out a lot, see, and I mortify her in public places, and I don't mean to, but she sure gets mad at me. I carry things around with me to kind of rag people. Well, I wouldn't leave home without my cockroach. I always have my roach with me. That there's a rubber cockroach. It's a tramp roach. Fry Pan Jack calls that a tramp roach. He gave that to me. He says, you know, if you're poor and you haven't got any money, you're out on the street and you're hungry, you go into a restaurant with this, and you put it in the bottom of a bowl of soup, and then you eat down to it. You say, what's that? And you storm out. You say, I'm not going to pay for that. And you leave. Save you a lot of money. That little jewel will save you a lot of money. Little feelers sticking out the side of a sandwich. God, you say, eat half of it. Say, look at that. Leave it. In the hands of an unscrupulous child. Can you imagine what you could do with that in the lunchroom at your school? You could put that in your Jell-O mold. God, you know, and some monitor or teacher is going to come by and say, look at that. What is that? You look at it and say, oh, it's a cockroach. You've got to mess with people day and night. You have to mess with people. You don't mess. You got to mess with them. You know, they just kind of sink into a cryonic torpor and they're never seen again. God, mess with them. I have my dice for people I don't like. Gypsy fortune-telling dice. I like everybody. Those people who know me know I try to get along with everybody, you know. But over the summer I had some fairly serious heart problems, so I decided I couldn't afford to like everybody anymore, you know. I went on a low social cholesterol diet. No more fatheads. And so I run into one of somebody I don't like. I say, I'm going to tell you a fortune. I get gypsy fortune-telling dice, and I roll the dice, and they're blank. There's no spots on them. We say, God, I hate to tell you this, but you don't have any fortune. No, that's it for you. We were in the Grand Union supermarket getting some food over by Greenwich or Cambridge, one or the other, with old Dorothea Brownell, Oregon's godmother. Now, this is education. The little kid was fussing at the checkout counter, stuck in one of those baskets. It's the lights in those places make kids crazy. We all know that, don't we? Well, and the kid was fussy, and the parents were ragging on the kid. And so I nose kids. I've always nosed kids. And they get them to laugh, and the parents laugh, and the checkout person laughs, and everybody is feeling marginally better about the whole proposition. So I put on the nose. Morrigan started punching me in the side. He said, yelling at me, said, "Why can't you be normal?" And old Miss Brownell rapped Morgan on her shin rudely with her cane and said, "He is normal. What you meant to say is average." Yeah, that's education. You've got to mess with people. You've got to mess with people. You've got to mess with people day and night.
Utah Phillips on 88.5. You're with Mochi, the embryo, the morning dawning, coming up here in Girdwood. Thank you, my friends, for turning me on. I hope I'm bringing you out of the dream state into a pleasant waking state this morning.
Hold your fire. I'm not about to die. Keep back. Let in some air. I dare lie down. One night when I well, he and I in a borrowed car went driving in the summer, promises and every stop. Out in the distance I could hear some people laughing. I felt my heart beat back, a weekend's worth of sadness. There was a farmhouse that had long since been deserted. We stopped and carved our hearts into the wooden surface. We thought just for an instant we could see the future. And we thought for once we knew what really was important. Coming up close, everything sounds like welcome home, come home. And oh, by the way, don't you know that I could make a dream that's barely half awake come true? I wanted to say that anything I could have said, I felt somehow that you already We got back in the car and listened to a Dylan tape. We drove around the fields until it started getting late. And I went back to my hotel room on the highway. And he just got back in his car and drove away. Coming up close, everything sounds like welcome home, come home. Oh, by the way, don't you know that I could make a dream that's barely half awake come true?
Good morning, Goodwood. You're listening to 88.5 Mochi the Embryo here with the Waking Morning show for you. Today is Wednesday, October 22nd. On the Gregorian calendar, 22 is the number that comes right after 21 and right before 23. On the Mayan calendar today, it is 2 Eb, the second day of the Blue Monkey Magic Wave Spell, Yellow Lunar Human. 2 is the lunar tone. The question it asks is, what is the challenge? Polarize it. The lunar tone helps us to look at all sides of the situation, the upside and the downside. See these polarities without judgment, for each has its contribution. Each view provides you with greater clarity and understanding of its opposite. Then stabilize the challenge by seeing both sides equally, bringing them into a state of cooperation and relationship. Eb is the Mayan glyph of the human. Its creative action ripens the idea by employing the use of it and free will to influence. Its qualities are open vessel, the chalice, and abundance. Eb is the power of free will, which is to influence. Utilizing your free will, you have the ability to influence the outcome of your desires. Visualize the golden chalice of Eb and become this open vessel by clearing out old energies and thought patterns. Release issues of lack, separation, and fear. Then you will be able to receive the flow of expanded energies of higher mind. This new wisdom provides the knowing that quickens the manifestation of your desires, creating the harvest, the cornucopia of abundance.
I just want someone to save me. Oh, 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 oh. I'll always be there when you wait. Yeah. You know I like to keep my cheeks dry today. So stay with me and I'll have it made. And I don't understand why I sleep all day. And I start to complain that there's no rain. And all I can do is read a book to stay awake. And it rips my life away, but it's a great escape. 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 All I can say is that my life is pretty plain. You don't like my point of view, you think that I'm insane. It's not sane. It's not sane. I just want someone to save me. Oh, 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 oh. I'll always be there when you wait. Yeah. You know I like to keep my cheeks dry today. So stay with me and I'll have it made. I'll have it made. I'll have it made. Oh, no, no, no. You know I'm really gonna have it made. You know I have
Now Sebastian's got on his finest suit. He's a lover of the Lord with scripture tattoos. Have you ever been down to Sebastian's place? Where the tattoos are free, but you gotta get them put on your face. And now there's a midget upstairs throwing whiskey bottles from the window of his hotel room. And there's three old ladies with barbell tongues, and they love to play a game of pool. And then a little gypsy lady with two webbed toes, a Chinese guy with a real long nose, five old Hell's Angels, and the bouncers and the band. Sebastian behind the counter, 'cause he's the man. Yeah, no one else will, but Sebastian, he always can. 'Cause he's the man. Daddy said and do something and be somebody, do something, and Daddy said and do something and be somebody, boy. Daddy said and do something and be somebody, do something, and Daddy said do something and be somebody, boy. said do something and be somebody, do something, and Daddy said do something and be somebody, boy. And Daddy said do something and be somebody, do something, and Daddy said do something and be somebody, boy. And Daddy said do something and be somebody, do something, and Daddy said do something and be somebody, boy. His Daddy said do something and be somebody, do something, and Daddy said do something and be somebody, boy. Adam spent the diaper money down by the liquor store. Eve sat at home wondering why they were poor. Noah's building a boat out in the backyard. Everybody's wondering where the hell is God. Where the hell, where the hell, where the hell he's gone. Where the hell he's gone. Mary, she's pregnant and she found out yesterday. And poor old Mary don't remember even getting laid. Now 3 wise old hippies and they're down on the corner and they're peeking hard. And everybody's wondering where the hell is God. Where the hell, where the hell, where the hell he's gone. Where the hell, where the hell he's gone. Now Samson is down at the barber, he's cutting his hair. His girlfriend Delilah he cannot find nowhere. And Moses is potting a drink down at the bar. And everybody's wondering where the hell is God. Where the hell, where the hell, where the hell he's gone. Where the hell he's gone. Daddy said do something and be somebody, do something, and Daddy said do something and be somebody, boy. His Daddy said do something and be somebody, do something, and Daddy said do something and be somebody, boy. His Daddy said do something and be somebody, do something, and Daddy said do something and be somebody, boy. His Daddy said do something and be somebody, do something, and Daddy said do something and be somebody, boy. Daddy said do something and be somebody, do something, cause Daddy said do something and be somebody, boy. And Daddy said do something and be somebody, do something, and Daddy said do something and be somebody, boy. Now Adam left Eve, he's gonna travel around the world, and Delilah turned out to be a real naughty girl. And the kids are all throwing rocks at Moses as he sleeps. And Mary lost a baby and Jesus is dead. And Samson pissed off cause the father shaved his head. And everybody laughing cause Noah cannot swim. They're laughing at him. Laughing at him. They cannot swim. Daddy said do something and be somebody, do something, and Daddy said do something and be somebody, boy. Daddy said do something and be somebody, do something, and do something and be somebody, do something, boy. His Daddy said do something and be somebody, do something, and Daddy said do something and be somebody, boy. Where the tattoos are pretty put on your face. And now there's a midget upstairs throwing whiskey bottles from the window of his motel room. And there's 3 old ladies with barbell tongues, and they love to play a game of pool.
child, you destroyed me with a smile while I was sleeping. I'm sick of love, that I'm in the thick of it. This kind of love, I'm so sick of it. I see lovers in the meadow. I see silhouettes in the window. I watch them till they're gone, and they leave me hanging on to a shadow. I'm sick of love. I hear the clock tick. Sometimes the silence can be like thunder. Sometimes I wanna take to the road and plunder. Could you ever be true? I think of you, and I wonder. I'm sick of love. I wish I never met you. I'm sick of love. I'm trying to forget you. Just don't know what to do. I'd give anything to be with you.
Fingers and I hope to God I knock on wood and pray with all I've got. Cross my bow with a cannonball, I see the writing on the wall. Hey! There's no mountain, there's no cool way to go and what to do. Yeah, who the dog, who to ride and who to hold forever by your side. Forever by your side. Mary, won't you call my name? Mary, won't you call my name? Mary, won't you call my, Mary, won't you call my, Mary, won't you call my name? Give fell into the hands of a rich man's daughter. She led me like a lamb. outside a barn on a daddy's 90-acre farm. Hide your daughters in the snow and watch out for the undertow. Pull both hands against the door and dig your feet into the floor. I tell you there's no map and there's no clue of where to go and what to do. Who to dog and who to ride and who to hope. Forever by your side. Forever by your side. Mary, won't you call my name? Mary, won't you call my name? Mary, won't you call my, Mary, won't you call my, Mary, won't you call my name?
Morphine on 88.5. You're with Mochi, the morning pebble, bringing you into dawn today. It's still dark outside. We got the big old gray whale overhead misting down upon us. Today is Wednesday, October 22nd. The sun today is in Libra, the 30th degree, the last degree in Libra, and in the 14th scene of Reconstruction. The Sabian symbol for Libra 30th degree is 3 mounds of knowledge on a philosopher's head. A true philosopher is one who understands, not merely knows, the processes of life as they are experienced. This is wisdom, for although there must be knowledge before understanding, knowledge alone can be both empty and destructive of wisdom. 3 indicates a state of completion as understanding and wisdom develop in terms of the life of the community and through experience derived from relationships. Wisdom is rooted in the nature of humanity, but culture shapes, either nourishing or devouring. Tomorrow the sun moves into Scorpio, and we begin the 15th scene in the yearly drama of growth and transformation, communion. The Sabian symbol for Scorpio first degree is a crowded sightseeing bus on a city street. Individuals arriving from a variety of places and backgrounds commune in new awareness of a greater whole of human existence. What began in the Libra phase is given substantiation in Scorpio. The Sabian symbol for Friday, Scorpio's second degree, is a delicate bottle of perfume lies broken, releasing its fragrance. A greater realization usually demands the sacrifice of something cherished on a lesser level of living. This symbol reveals the difficulty of dealing with the past as one enters a new realm of experience. The third symbol for Saturday, Scorpio third degree, and this, the actional level of the scene communion, is a house-raising party in a small village enlists the neighbors' cooperation. Feeling here becomes activity. Newcomers and their neighbors participating in a common enterprise develop togetherness and an expanded social consciousness. The Sabian symbol for Sunday, Scorpio 4th degree, a youth carries a lighted candle in a devotional ritual, reveals a technique by which our minds and feelings are formed by participation in collective rituals of commonly accepted values and ideas. Values taken for granted until the day we choose to assert our individuality and search for new values that may better serve the community. The fifth and final symbol in the first level of the scene communion is for Monday, Scorpio 5th degree. A massive rocky shore resists the pounding of the sea. Once a culture has solidified its beliefs and traditions, change comes slowly. Strength and stability are necessary factors in the social life of humanity until new horizons beckon. If you tear yourself into again, if I could, yes I would. If I could, I would let it go. Surrender this longing. If I could throw this
up on your way. Proud to be a part of your illustrious career, and I know you did it all in spite of me. In spite of me. Late last night, I saw you in my living room. You seemed so close, but yet so cool. For a long time, I thought you'd be coming back to me. Those kind of thoughts can be so cruel, so cruel. And I know you did it all in spite of me. In spite of me.
Bjork on 88.5 here with Mochi in the morning. This next song is going out to my friend Katie, who couldn't think of something to hear, so here's something I think you might like to hear, some Mazzy Star. Just after 8 o'clock on 88.5, you're with Mochi here in the morning, and it's starting to get light out in the valley. Everybody is invited to a potluck Thursday, October 23rd. That's in 2 days. That's actually tomorrow at 6:30 at the Challenge Alaska building near Chair 3. Besides food and fun, there will also be information for anyone wanting to be a volunteer for the upcoming ski season. It's been a little over 10 days now since John Denver ascended, and last week I sent out the call to Girdwood to rally together and bring your tapes, CDs, old record albums to the studio so we can have a John Denver tribute, pay tribute to the man, the music, and his legacy. I'll leave it to my friends in the Photon Band to come through. Check this out. This was recorded Saturday night at Max's. some friends, spent a time or two in my own home. I have to say it now, it's been a good life all in all. I'm really fine to have a chance to hang around and lie there by the fire and watch the evening tide while all my friends and my old lady sit and pass a pipe around and talk of poems, prayers and promises, things that we believe in. How sweet it is to love someone, how right it is to care. How long it's been since yesterday. What about tomorrow? What about our dreams and all the memories we share? They say pass so quickly now, nights are seldom long. Time around me whispers when it's cold. The changes somehow frighten me, still I have to smile. It turns me on to think of growing old. Though my life's been good to me, there's still so much to do. Many things my mind has never known. I'd like to raise a family, I'd like to sail away, dance across the mountains on the moon. I have to say it now, it's been a good life all in all. It's really fine to have the chance to hang around, lie there by the fire, watch the evening tide while all my friends and my old lady sit and pass a pipe around and talk of poems, prayers and promises, things that we believe in. How sweet it is to love someone, how right it is to care. How long it's been since yesterday. What about tomorrow? What about our dreams and all the memories we share? And talk of poems, prayers and promises, things that we believe in. Sweet it is to love someone, how right it is to care. How long it's been since yesterday. What about tomorrow? What about our dreams and all the memories we share? John Denver. Poems, prayers, promises. Moment of silence for John.
Photon Band doing a John Denver song in tribute to the man. I only have one other song by John Denver in the studio, and it's by Driving and Crying off their latest album.
All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up, say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome, I could cry. So kiss me and smile for me, tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back. be back again. Till then I'll see you in my dreams. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Till then I'll see you in my dreams.
88.5. You're with Mochi in the morning. It is about 19 minutes after 8 o'clock on a gray, foggy, misty, rainy Wednesday, October 22nd. Today on the Miling calendar, it is 2 Eb, Yellow Lunar Human, the second day of the Blue Monkey Magic Wave spell. 2 is the lunar tune. What is the challenge? Polarize it. The lunar tone helps us to look at all sides of the situation, the upside and the downside. See these polarities without judgment, for each has its contribution. Each view provides you with greater clarity and understanding of its opposite. Then stabilize the challenge by seeing both sides equally, bringing them into a state of cooperation and relationship. Ebb is the Mayan glyph of the human. Its creative action ripens the idea by employing the use of free will to influence it. Its qualities are the open vessel, chalice, and abundance. Ebb is the power of free will, which is to influence. Utilizing your free will, you have the ability to influence the outcome of your desires. Visualize the golden chalice of Ebb and become this open vessel by clearing out old energies and thought patterns. Release issues of lack, separation, and fear. Then you will be able to receive the flow of expanded energies of higher mind. This new wisdom provides knowing that quickens the manifestation of your desires, creating the harvest, the cornucopia of abundance.
Close the door, put out the light. No, they won't be home tonight. The snow falls hard, and don't you know? The winds of Thor are blowing cold. They're wearing steel that's bright and true. side with them. Devil mops there every step. Snow drives by the foot that's slow. The dogs of doom are howling more. Oh, they carry news that must get through. To build a dream for me and you. Oh, thinking about where no one
Good morning. You're listening to Mochi on 88.5. It is 8:45 in the morning, and you can hear the gray whales overhead sending us their love vibrations, their nourishing moisture raining down upon us. Today, the sun is in Libra, the 30th degree. This is the last degree of Libra and the last degree in the 14th scene of Reconstruction. The Sabian symbol for Libra 30th degree is 3 mounds of knowledge on a philosopher's head. A true philosopher is one who understands, not merely knows, the processes of life as they are experienced. This is wisdom, for although there must be knowledge before understanding, knowledge alone can be both empty and destructive of wisdom. 3 indicates a state of completion, as understanding and wisdom develop in terms of the life of a community and through experience derived from relationships. Wisdom is rooted in the nature of humanity, but culture shapes, either nourishing or devouring. Tomorrow the sun moves into Scorpio, and we begin the 15th scene in the yearly drama of growth and transformation, communion. The Sabian symbol for Scorpio first degree is a crowded sightseeing bus on a city street. Individuals arriving from a variety of places and backgrounds commune in new awareness of a greater whole of human existence. What began in the Libra phase is given substantiation in Scorpio. The Sabian symbol for Friday, Scorpio second degree, is a delicate bottle of perfume lies broken, releasing its fragrance. A greater realization usually demands the sacrifice of something cherished on a lesser level of living. This symbol reveals the difficulty of dealing with the past as one enters a new realm of experience. The third symbol in the series for Saturday, Scorpio third degree, the actional level of the scene communion, is a house-raising party in a small village enlists the neighbors' cooperation. Feeling becomes activity. Newcomers and their neighbors participating in a common enterprise develop togetherness and an expanded social consciousness. The Sabian symbol for Sunday, Scorpio 4th degree, a youth carries a lighted candle in a devotional ritual, reveals the technique by which our minds and feelings are formed by participation in collective rituals of commonly accepted values and ideas. Values taken for granted until the day we choose to assert our individuality and search for new values that may better serve the community. The fifth and final symbol in the first level of the scene communion is for Monday, Scorpio 5th degree. A massive rocky shore resists the pounding of the sea. Once a culture has solidified its beliefs and traditions, change comes slowly. Strength and stability are necessary factors in the social life of humanity, that is, until new horizons beckon. Hey, my brother Steve out there in the Day Lodge, these next oral vibrations are going out for you to help you meditate upon your day.
The song's called Rose-Colored Glasses. Looking at life through the rose-colored glasses. Even though things, they don't always go my way. And I'm trapped in a maze of ever-changing faces. And they always seem to always know my name. They always know my name. Bullets are flying and people are dying and cops and politicians are trying to be quiet. The riot that could become a war. Social warfare, what a bother. Why can't we all just be brothers? Changing faces on ourselves like books upon the hidden shelves. Went for a walk and the sunshine sang to me. It sang and sing, sunshine, sunshine sang to me. And I danced for the fields and the butterflies danced for me. Butterflies, they danced for me. I said, butterflies, butterflies dance for me. Stew bum, I got fingerless gloves, I got an old pack of matches and a whole lot of love. Now I said bullets are flying and people are dying and cops and politicians are trying to be quiet. The riot that could become war. Social warfare, what a bother. Why can't we all just be brothers? Changing faces on ourselves like books upon the hidden shelves. Looking at life through those rose-colored glasses. Even though things, they don't always go my way. And I'm trapped in a maze of ever-changing faces. And they always seem to always know my name. They always know my name. Went on a walk and the sunshine sang to me. Sang, sing, sunshine, sunshine sang to me. And I walked through the fields and the butterflies danced for me. And I danced butterflies.
That was Forest Folk recorded live at Max's on Sunday night. If you didn't check them out, you missed a good show. Maybe they'll be back. Probably. They really like it here, so look for them in the future. It is just before 9 o'clock. You're listening to Mochi. That's me here on 88.5. Morning has dawned upon us. Gray clouds and mist everywhere, but it's a little clear over the arm. You can see the peaks, and there's a fresh layer of snow up high, which is nice to see. We got DJs pretty much all day today. Coming up after me at 10 o'clock. Stick around for the musical stylings of Swan. He'll be here from 10 to 6 to fill up your afternoon into early evening with sonic vibrations of love and goodness. Then coming up from 6 to 9, we have LKM. Lots of cool music, I think that stands for. 9 to 10, we have Bluegrass Carl in the booth. Then 10 to 11, Josh Gibbs will be here. I think he likes to play some Zappa, so if you like Zappa, tune in at 10 o'clock for Mr. Gibbs. And then from 11 to 1, we got Metal Shop with Jeff Anenga. And only then will we turn it over to our diminutive R2D2, which is now down to a 60 disc capacity since the big 200 disc monster was gobbling our discs. So hey, we need DJs, especially during the day. So give me a call here, 754-2489, if you want to be a DJ, and we'll set you up with a training program. I believe Colin will be coming in today to be trained, so yeah, we're filling up. So give us a call if you want to be on the airwaves. Thank you so much for turning me on. It's a pleasure to be with you here on Tuesdays and Wednesday mornings to bring you into the day with oral vibrations of love.
I got the poison. I got the remedy. I got the post-it rhythmical remedy. I got the poison. I got the remedy. I got the post-it rhythmical remedy. I got the poison. I got the remedy. I got the post-it rhythmical remedy. I got the poison. I got the remedy. I got the pressure. The pressure. miracle remedy. I got the poison, I got the remedy. I got the post-haste miracle remedy. I got the poison, I got the remedy. I got the post-haste miracle remedy. I got the poison, I got the remedy. I got the post-haste miracle remedy. I got the poison, I got the remedy. I got the post-haste miracle remedy. I got the poison, I got the remedy. I got the post-haste miracle remedy. I got the poison, I got the remedy. I got the post-haste miracle remedy. I got the poison, I got the remedy. I got the poison, I got the went down to the record store to apply for a minimum wage. There she was behind the LPs, staring at me with them big brown eyes, and I said, slow down, but don't look back. Keep on pushing, things can't be that bad. I followed her home on the 15 South, sat in the last row, thinking about us. I got off one stop past hers. I don't even live around here, and I say, slow down, but don't look back. Keep on pushing.